the main reason for the written plan is that I want the plywood to overlap the frame by about a 1/4 inch so I can flush trim it off, and then I want the picture to overlap the plywood by about a 1/4 inch so I can trim that off. So I have to back calculate twice to come up with the size of the frame so that the trimming will all work out correctly. If you've ever built a box with 45-degree mitered corners, you would understand that the most critical part about the whole idea of building one of these is that the length of the opposing sides are identical. So I'm taking very careful measurements and matching the two together to make sure they're as close as possible because it makes for the best 45 angle with the least amount of wood filler. I'm also going for strength here too, which means accuracy. The main goal of this design was to come up with something that was strong, would stay flat, but yet be lightweight because it is hanging on drywall. I think this worked well. So I actually built two prototypes before I built this one. They were small. They were 12 inch by 12 inch. I actually used some old beat up records that I had laying around just for fun. The two things I learned when I did that was don't use brad nails because you have to fill them, otherwise you can see them underneath the picture that you glue on. The other thing I learned was to put painter's tape on the black edge because the spray glue I used got all over the edge of the prototype and kind of ruined it, and I ended up having to repaint it. Here's a little picture of what those turned out to be. So let's be really clear on this project. This album's from 1971. That makes it 53 years old. I had no delusion that I would get every wrinkle and every crease out of this picture. I was just doing the best I could. So I ironed it on a low heat first, then on a medium heat, then high heat, and applying water at the creases, trying to get it to expand, shrink, and do what I wanted. In all, I'm pretty happy with the result, although there was a couple spots that didn't come out the best. But considering this is a $20 project, and maybe a labor of love more than anything else, I'm perfectly happy with the result. Keep in mind, this thing is huge, so it's a miracle it came out as good as it did, given this is my first foray into the giant picture mounting process. If you've ever worked with contact adhesive, you'll understand why I have the sticks there. It's to control how much of the paper is glued down at a time. Because once contact adhesive touches, that's it. It's glued. The other thing is I'm using some 11 by 17 cardstock around the edge to keep the glue sprayed on the back side of the picture, but I don't want the glue to sneak up and get on the face of the picture that's already been glued down. So I'm just sliding this white piece of paper around the edge as I shoot the glue to try to keep the good surface free of glue.